Camera on. Discord visible. All right. All right. Woo Preacher. Oh, you got some fans. You got some fans.
Binks. I do need to talk to Binks later on about.
Oh, there you
I
go.
was told he's the man to talk to about paranormal stuff.
Oh, really? Paranormal stuff. Is this something you're into?
Yeah, I actually started a channel. We're going to be doing some stuff with that.
Oh, really? Ooh, exciting. Well, hello. Thanks for coming.
Oh, thank you.
I'm
Thanks for the invite.
I'm restarting this Monty's joint thing where I just have a joint with people.
Nice, nice.
And you know what, whatever, it's been a while. We always say like, oh yeah, we should talk or something, so I decided to reach out also. Whatever, maybe we'll talk about it later, but I was on CTV's thing, and then there's some trash talking or whatever, but I'd like to get you to know you as a
Yeah.
person first. Okay, so where are you from?
Uh, Born in Pennsylvania, raised half my young life here, and then moved to New Jersey with the rest of my family, and spent the rest of my young adult life, I guess you'd say. 15, I moved to New Jersey. 16, I moved to New Jersey, and I lived there until sometime like in the 90s. I moved back up here into Pennsylvania.
Okay, okay, so you're back in Pennsylvania. All right,
Yeah.
all right. So
Yeah, I like the slower pace. Jersey, I rode rescue squad in the city, and everything was just too high paced, and I burnt out.
rescue squad, like what is that? Like ambulance or yeah,
Ambulance.
okay,
Yeah.
ambulance. Okay. Wow, wow. I mean, okay. So it was fast paced. It was a lot of. It was hard. It was hard on the physio,
It was
physiology.
physically and mentally.
Yeah,
Uh, it was in the city. Like where I'm from here in Pennsylvania, you have the ambulance, and the guys have what they call a plectron on their hip. It's a little box on their hip, basically a pager. They have to stay within a certain distance of the fire or rescue building, and if the tones go out, then they go to the building and go to a call. But where I was at in Jersey, we didn't have any of that. You had a shift, and usually my shift was 7 at night till 11 at night. But I would get in there at 6:30. I'd go out on my first call. I wouldn't come back to the building until about 1 or 2 in the morning because they're just back-to-back shootings, stabbings, all kinds of
yikes.
inner city extracurricular activity.
Right, right. People were busy. People were busy with the murdering
Yeah,
each other.
they were most definitely busy. I was there at the tail end of the crack epidemic and stuff like that.
Wow. How long did you do this?
A few years.
A few years. And like what?
Yes.
Like you would work. What would you have weekends? Like how much? How much? I'm trying to figure out the pace, basically. Like what are we talking about
It
here?
started off because I worked during the day for a private ambulance company, which was basically taking like nursing home patients from the nursing home in an invalid van, which you strap the wheelchair down in
Sure.
the back of it,
People
taking
transport.
them to like yeah, people transport to doctor's appointments and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And the guy I rode with is like, "You should come join me on Plainfield Rescue." I'm like, "Dude, I don't live in Plainfield. Neither do I. They need people." So I started. It was real slow pace for me. Well, slow getting in there. Once a week I started, but then I started doing more and more and more.
Hmm.
I took an officer's position, so
Okay.
doing the scheduling and everything, and I just started putting. And then I was going through my separation and eventual divorce. I was pretty much every night.
Oh
I
wow.
would get off work and I would just go Red Rescue Squad.
Wow. Okay. How so you've been divorced. How long ago was that?
That was, well, we separated in 95,
Okay.
but she fought me for a while on the divorce and didn't finally give me my divorce until I think 99 when I was actually, yeah, no,
Okay.
2000 when I was getting ready to get remarried.
Okay. Okay. Did you get remarried?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Okay. What's the what's your status now? Are you single? Can I
No,
call
I'm
can I
engaged
call you?
now.
No. I'm
Yeah,
serious. Yeah. Okay, okay, go on.
I'll slide you my digits. Yeah, I'm engaged. I met Trish, probably, well, it's, jeepers, almost 4 years ago now.
Okay.
It'll be 4 years in August I met her, but we didn't hook right up or anything.
Okay.
We didn't actually hook up and to start dating. And I hate saying hook up because it means something totally
Yeah,
different these
how
days.
long yeah,
But we
but
did,
how long have you been an item?
um, since November 7th of 2018.
Okay. Okay. All right, so it's still 4 years. Like it didn't take long. You didn't have like one of these like long drawn out fucking will she won't leave she friendships.
Yeah, no,
Will they
actually, it
won't
was
they?
me
Yeah.
at first that actually I didn't even know we were in a relationship because she was coming here from Nebraska, and I
You
was just trying to.
stumbled into a relationship like what?
I did, man, and I'm
Okay,
not complaining. I'm happy about
are
it. But
we
what happened was,
together?
I
All right.
did,
All right.
because I'm talking with my friends and I'm texting with her, and she's said something. I forget what she had said, but I was like, I looked at my friends. It was my buddy and his wife. I said, I think I'm in a relationship.
Okay.
So hold on a second. I said, are we in like a relationship, like boyfriend girlfriend? She's like, well, yeah, duh. I'm like, hey guys, I'm in a relationship now. I had no idea, man.
Okay.
I'm very because I kept telling her like I was helping her out because she was in a bad situation,
Uh-huh.
and I kept telling her I'm helping you out, no strings attached. I'm not like, oh, I'm going to help you out for sex or anything. Like no strings attached,
Mhm.
man. I'm just helping you out because you're a good person. We're friends.
Okay.
But she threw some
And
strings in
then
there and
and then
she
one day she
tied
said,
me down.
"Listen, let's continue you helping me out, but I will help you out with sex."
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Exclusive sex. There you go.
yeah.
Thanks.
And I said, you know what? That was a pretty good trade-off. Let's keep it going.
This is a business arrangement that works for me.
Not to mention she's actually from Georgia and can cook the hell out of just about anything.
Right,
I
right.
love
It's not
fried
just
food,
sex.
so
There's all kinds of relationships. One of the sayings I've been trailing around for a while, right, is that for me, people don't have a relationship. They have like a collection of relationships with people, right?
yeah,
And I compare it to the strands of a rope. You know, like you have a rope, it's strong, but if you look at it, it's a bunch of little strands, right? So those are the relationships. You know, you can break some of the, you can get some wear and tear, but a strong rope has many relationships binding it together. You know,
yeah,
and where someone might be your sex partner, they might also be that person who cooks that great food for you. They might be that person who gets you when you're in this mood or something, right? And yeah, so but on the flip side, they also don't have to be all the relationships, you know
right.
like if there's, yeah, it's like I know there are some partners who are just like they get in this mindset where it's like why do they prefer this, spending their time with this, instead of spending time with me or something like that, right? And
Yeah,
or that's just some example, but it's because that person has, like, he has different or relationships with other facets of things, and you don't have to be all of them, right? So
right.
anyways, I don't know why I had to go into
Yeah,
that
no,
whole long
I
tangent, but you get what I'm saying.
I always look at it like, we tell each other in a relationship, like, you're my everything. But really, come on. Are
Yeah,
you does
you're
that mean I really want to go into some boutique shopping? And do
yeah,
you really want to come out and have a dude's night with me?
I
Probably
know, but
not.
you're my
You're the,
everything sounds better than, you know what, you're my pretty good things, but
you're,
also the sex
you're
component.
sort of my everything except.
You're like, no, you're a collection of pretty good things, but also the sex component, and therefore we have to
Yeah,
form some kind of like officialized relationship.
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's kind of all it is, but we have to put some like dressing around it, um,
Yeah.
romanticize it, if you will. So,
I think, yeah, most relationships start off with there's got to be some kind of physical attraction, or else you're not going to be like, hey, I want to talk to that person.
well,
Unless maybe you've heard them talking and they've said something without you even seeing them that you're like, that sounds like someone really want to communicate with.
yeah, I just, I what was I gonna say? Fuck, am I already this high? Holy shit!
Some
Fuck.
good shit.
No, yeah, maybe I just rolled too much. The first few hits, like, oh no, it's gotten. Anyways, it doesn't matter. What was I gonna say? Fuck, get back into it, Monty.
I said, okay, I'll repeat what I said. I said,
Yeah,
I think most relationships start off, you have to have some kind of physical attraction, or else, I mean, something's going to draw you
right.
to want to talk to
Okay,
that
no,
person.
I. You know what? You know what? I actually disagree with that. I disagree with that.
Okay?
That with the because I don't think it's necessary to have that sexual attraction, but the
No, no, not
ones
sexual, physical.
physical attraction, whatever. Okay, physical attraction, but the ones that you have a physical attraction to, okay, there's some kind of societal pressure to form some kind of officialized relationship with them, right? Like, oh, let's prototype marriage between us or something, right? No, but I feel like it's kind of structured that way, don't you? I mean, if you look at it,
Yeah,
if you
I
look at
think a
it for
lot of
what it
people
is,
feel like you got to go out, you got to graduate college, you got to meet a woman, you got to date a woman, you got to marry a woman, and you got to have the children, and then you got to have the retirement. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think there's pretty much a societal blueprint to how life is supposed to gonna happen,
Yeah.
but a lot of times, reality brings that friggin' wrecking ball into that blueprint and just,
Right, right,
that ain't
right.
happening that
Yeah,
way, brother.
that's right. That's right. And for a while you get upset, or some people actually will get upset at, hey, the fucking blueprint told me to do X, Y, Z, and this fucking wrecking ball came through.
Yeah,
Like,
I did everything according to the blueprint, and she still cheated on me, or he still cheated
oh
on me.
yeah,
What the
yeah, yeah,
hell?
right, okay.
That's why blueprints are made in pencil at first.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Well, today they're done on a computer, I guess.
For me, there's no blueprint. There's no blueprint. There's a. I have to create a simple set of instructions that allows me to navigate life, and we'll see what and
Yeah,
we'll leave the fate up to God. You know?
yeah. And that's how I see, like, okay, I know what my life was like when I used to live willy-nilly by the seat of my pants. Like each day was whatever it brought. And I kind of I was young, it was hectic and all that stuff. And I started realizing, like, maybe if I actually start making goals and plans and stuff, but also understanding that along the way, the goals could change, situations are going to change, which could change the plans. But
Right.
but at least as long as you have some kind of a target that you're looking at to move forward to.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to be willing to flex with the times too.
How? What's your relationship with God?
Uh, what's my relationship with God? Never had the thought about putting it into words.
Yeah.
Uh, best friend, corrector, father, like actual father, not earthly father.
Okay.
Um, I used to curse God a lot. Um,
Yeah.
because I wouldn't talk to God until I needed something.
Hey,
It's like that child who never calls mom and dad.
as a lot of young
Yeah,
men have a relationship with their fathers,
right, exactly. You don't call unless you
heavenly
need
or
money, bail
otherwise.
money or something.
Yeah.
Right. And then I'd finally be like, oh, you know what, God, something's happening over here. I really could use you to take care of it, and it wouldn't go the way I wanted. I'd be like, dude, what's wrong with you? I hardly even bother you for
I
anything, and now it
fucking
says like this,
asked. I fucking asked.
yeah. It says, ask and thou shall receive. But as I grew older, I started understanding, like,
Where's the receiving part? Imagine.
one of the funniest things to God is man making his own plans.
Right.
So
That was yeah. That comes from yeah. Anyways, that's from even an older Greek tradition about the fates.
yeah,
Like you just the entire epics. Honestly, the story of Odysseus, one of my favorites. Okay, is about a man trying to make his own plans, and not giving to the gods. This is like a
yeah,
fundamental lesson. This is a fundamental lesson that ancient people felt like, you know what, we got to write fucking epic stories about this. All right, remember, don't fucking get too, don't get your head too fucking inflated. All right,
yeah.
anything could happen.
And one day there will be a Hollywood, and they will take these stories.
Right. Yeah. I I don't know. So what's your relationship now?
Now,
Yeah. I assume you're not angry at God anymore.
no,
No.
no, I'm more angry with myself
Mm.
a lot of the times for not being what I feel I should be,
Oh.
doing what I feel I should be doing.
Hmm.
Sometimes I just, get mad at myself. Can't you just get it right, man? Can't you just get it right? You're gonna be 49 years old. Can't you just get it right?
Oh.
Uh,
Yeah. You know what? You probably you can get it right though. I'm sure you can. Still, even
yeah.
49, even at 49,
Oh
I
yeah.
wouldn't.
I never
I would.
stop
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
trying.
No. But I mean, okay. So I remember feeling this way. I remember feeling this way at times, right? And I don't know where I'm going with that. I wanted to talk to you because hold on. We'll probably get into it. It's too big. It's too big to just share, and I don't know where to start. So we'll move on to something else.
All right.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you because I have a relationship with God, and And I wondered how other people experienced that relationship, like honestly, like in privately, right? And
Yeah.
and to the point where I feel like now it's like now it's this. I have a simple set of instructions. I don't know what's going to happen, okay, but I but all I can do is logically all I can do is follow these instructions, okay, and do the best for myself, make the best decisions for myself, right? And
Right.
my mission in life, okay, is to raise my family so they're happy and healthy right now. It's my goal, all right, is that's it.
Yeah.
My career, everything, I've put it to the wayside because I love my family. I want to spend more time with them, okay. And
Yeah, that's noble.
no, well, no, but it's just it's anyways. Oh yeah, those that's my value, right? But I ask God to protect them. Hey, Sleeve T, I'd like to talk to you actually, some other time. Um, yeah. What was I saying? Uh,
You ask God to protect them.
oh yeah, I ask God to protect them, and I pray, and I'm like, and knowing every day that He'll just do whatever He wants. But I just tell Him, listen, whatever lessons you have for me, please don't take my family away, please. All right, I will be good to people.
Yeah.
You know, like no, but every day I'm grateful. I'm grateful that they're doing better and we're together and I'm investing time in them. Right. So
Yeah.
so that's it. And in that way, and I'm living pretty comfortably, having been able to pursue this thing for my family. So I thank God for that every day.
That's
And not
awesome.
I don't mean the God of any church. I don't go to church. This is just a relationship with what I have as
Right.
like the concept of basically think about it. If the universe is infinite in time and in space, okay, then at some point, and infinite is fucking large, which means all probabilities exist, which means there must there might be some form of consciousness that reigns over the thing. I'm not going to give it a form. I'm not going to pretend to tell stories or whatever. But for
Right.
me, it has to be a mathematical certainty that it's there. If you're talking about fucking infinity, okay.
Yeah.
So 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 that's it. And if it's so all organizing and all powerful or whatever, okay, then then I just ask it. You know what? Guide me in the right direction, okay, and I will do my best to help people and be a good person along the way. Seriously, you know. Uh,
And that's really all we can do.
that's all we can do. We don't have that much more information, in my opinion.
No, I think if we had all the information at one time, our finite minds would explode.
Yeah, that's right. We don't have to, and you know what? We don't have to deal with that many problems. That's the beauty of not to disparage the existence of God or whatever. I don't want to talk about this, right? But just the concept of God in your mind can liberate you from a lot of things. There's a lot of things that you can't really control, that you don't have the right information. Okay, actually, a lot more things than we might think, that you just don't have the right information. You don't have the visibility to make a correct decision. All you can do is guess. All right, a lot of the times,
Yeah.
and we find rationalizations to guess, right? But and there are some things that you should pay attention to, but there are a lot of things that you become neurotic and you shouldn't pay attention to. Leave those to God to
Yeah.
to organize for you.
Yeah.
It is liberating because you don't have to think of everything. You're wasting time thinking of everything because you're probably wrong. You might get the right answer, but you get it for the wrong reasons. Your process is flawed. So just think about it that way. You know?
I, I I talk a lot. I've done messages before about, we're supposed to take our cares and concerns and take them to the throne of God and give them to Him and let Him handle them.
Mm-hmm.
And most of us will do that. However, most of us then walk away, still stressing and worrying about that. Basically, that's saying, "Here, God, I want you to take care of this." We walk away, say, never mind. I'm going to take that back anyway. We don't truly leave it with Him. I think that's the prayer of serenity is beautiful if
Mm-hmm.
we actually follow it. But
I think that's
a
important.
lot of us just worry,
Yeah,
worry, worry, worry.
yeah. I think if you let go of the worries, and here's another big part of it, uh, express gratitude to God for the things that do go right.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
here's
And
my
that's what I was saying before.
yeah.
When I was younger, I would come to him when I needed help, like if something wasn't going right or something was about to happen that I wanted to go a certain way so that I didn't take on damage in my life in one way or
Mhm.
another. But I would never go to him and say, you know what? God, I really appreciate the fact that you did this for me. You did that. You've blessed me with four beautiful children. Well, okay, they didn't have them back then, but as an example,
Hmm.
like I wasn't taking the time to thank him, but I always wanted something from him.
Mm,
That was pretty selfish. I was a selfish person.
right. I I think about it now as I'm a father and I'm trying to raise kids,
Hmm.
and I guess that's what I'm doing. I'm basically projecting a good father onto the role of God. And what would a good father? I mean, if I was trying to be a good father to my kids, and this is what you know, anyways, I want to clearly they need rules at first, but the goal is to make them autonomous, right? The
Yeah.
goal is to make them autonomous. So you have to let them suffer a bit, you know, to build things, because being God ain't easy, right?
I imagine
No,
not.
no, no, probably not. And taking on this, it makes me think of like the Garden of Eden story, Genesis, right? And and they say eat of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, okay, and you'll be like gods, right?
Hmm.
And and maybe maybe when you eat of the thing you think some magical power some magical power is going to turn you into a god, but no, it means you've begun the journey onto transcending into something else as humanity, okay? And this might take, it's just no one ever told you that it would take possibly millions of fucking years, but the transformation's happening, in the scale of eternity. That's a blink of an eye, you know
Yeah.
and yeah, so as a good father I want to make rules, but also leave a lot of liberty for them to fail, right, for them to learn. And so I see God that way. So really my attitude is, okay, I'm given liberty. If I'm meant to fail, I'm going to fail, right?
Hmm.
And my guiding principles are like, look, preacher, I want to do well for my family, and I'm working on us working well as a unit, but I truly and genuinely, and this is like weird saying this, right? I truly and genuinely want to help people around me, you know, and
But yeah.
and yeah, and that's it. And no, I'm not talking about some Twitch parasocial bullshit. Like people around me in my
No.
neighborhood, you know, and my
Yeah.
life and my family and stuff. So
That's
so
why
why
I
so I
talk a
ask
lot.
I'm gonna say this one thing, and then I'd like to hear from you. But I ask God to, like, you know what? I just thank God for the things I'm doing, and I thank Him for letting me continue to live by these guidelines.
Yeah.
And if He wants to change my mind, I'm sure He will. Yeah.
And I think you're actually experiencing a natural progression. Obviously, you should be focused on family first because uh
How am I
if
supposed
you're
to tell other people? How am I supposed to help other people? Okay, if I can't help
right,
the people I love first.
if your house is in disorder, how are you going to help other people in their house?
Right, and I don't want to take risks with their lives. I'll take risks with the
Right.
people I
Well, yeah.
love's life because they love me. No, but seriously, I could say like, "Oh, this is the way to live your life," okay, and you have to abide by these rules. But I'm a fucking
Yeah.
idiot, okay? I don't actually know. I'm just a fucking human, right?
Yeah.
So that's absurd. But anyways, I find a few simple rules to set your boundaries, and and I again, I meandered off into nothing. Can you give me 1 second? I'm getting crazy
Sure.
dry mouth, but I put a beer in the freezer. I put a beer in the freezer so it's cold when I need it, and I need it now. So I'm gonna leave you here for 1 minute. I'm gonna get myself a beer.
Sure. Set up a studio in a camper outside of my house. As you can tell, not done working on it yet. And I just noticed there's a little mouse. I have a shelf up here and then a shelf above that window, and he keeps running back and forth. I'm gonna trap him and keep him in the tank and make him my homie. Funny.
I don't have a fancy bottle opener, so I just use this
Light scripts.
Yeah, yeah. But I think I
Uh,
oh, let's see. I get at the right point where I can still get enough like fucking force without crushing the fucking thing. There you go.
sure.
There we go.
You want
Cheers.
mine?
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, it's hard. Okay, it's hard. It looks fucking stupid, but it's definitely cooler.
You know what? It works.
It works
That's all
exactly.
that matters.
Exactly. Hold on. Oh my god, it wet the beak.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking. It's a Quebec beer. It's called À tout le monde. So it's to everybody. It's everybody's beer. C'est la
Is
bière
that what that means?
à tout le monde. It means it belongs to everybody.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's because I always the one Megadeth song, "A tout le monde."
Oh well, it is
Uh,
it is labeled Megadeth.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice. So it's a Megadeth. Okay, nice.
I actually didn't know that was a Megadeth song.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty good one.
Well.
Most of it, I think, I'm assuming it's French, and
Oh,
most of it's in that.
I'm. Oh, what? Okay, no wonder people like Megadeth in fucking Quebec. No, I was like, why do all these people like Megadeth? Like, it's okay. I just never got into it, you know? Hold on. I'm just.
You know, I wasn't for the longest time myself. I wasn't a Megadeth fan.
Give me 1 second. I just need to Google this on. Or Google. I need to look at this on Spotify and add it to my listen list.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good song.
All right. Oh, wow. Okay. I feel like listening to it now, but fucking censors are going to ruin my sound.
Yeah,
Ah. All right.
Twitch gets very butthurt over that.
All right. Okay, talk to me about. Okay, what's your beef with CTV here? I saw a bit of
Oh,
your
I
stream
didn't
from
have a
yesterday.
beef.
Yeah, I saw a bit of your stream from
I
yesterday.
didn't have
You
a beef, I
talked.
should say.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so, okay, let's just say this. There's a dispute over the Colonel Dan thing.
It's actually a multi-dimensional, or at least a dual-dimensional dispute.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. There's two different. Yeah, okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, the Colonel Dan thing is, yeah, that's a.
From what I understand, sorry. Do you mind? Do you mind? I'm curious about this situation. What the interpersonal
No, not at all.
things are at play. So it's fascinating to me. But okay, so there was a memorial that's supposed to be organized. I'm rude. Okay,
Yeah,
Melissa.
okay. What happened
Yeah.
was when Colonel Dan passed, his nephew put together a chat with myself, CTV, and MPU.
Okay.
MPU was not around at the time to even know about it, but
Okay.
and he informed us, and we gave our condolences, obviously. And CTV, I didn't pick up on it at first, but the way he wanted to do it was just to me very wrong.
Okay. What was?
He wanted to not. At first, we added Mel and Wobbly to this because it started off. I'm not saying this to brag or any own rights or anything like that, but the whole thing started way back when with Dan and I. Dan found me when I was with the Republican,
Yeah.
and then the Republican Nation went the way it did, and I came to my channel, and Dan and I really built a relationship back then. And at that time, it was also Mel and Wobbly. The three of us were building a relationship, and then we started. I tried telling CTV a few times about, dude, I got this guy Colonel Dan. You should really talk to him. Really. So finally, he did. So that's why we threw Mel and Wobbly in there because they were original part of the group. And you go back and read, and CTV's intention was, don't tell anybody. We're gonna have a meeting and get all the streamers together on a stream and tell them.
Okay.
Absolutely not, man. Absolutely not. You don't do that to people. Why would you? Okay, and this I may be off point here. I don't know, and I may sound like a jerk when I say this, but so what you're planning on doing is putting a title out there, major announcement about Colonel Dan, so we can get all the views, and then you get these people who and there is a certain disconnect there, which I can explain in a minute. A lot of us over this last 15 months with Dan,
Mm-hmm.
to me, he became a online father figure and a mentor.
Mm-hmm.
And so many other people had such deep connection with him.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you take those people out in public in front of everybody and then drop that bomb on them? Absolutely not. So Mel and I did what we felt was the right thing, and we started calling people into private chat,
Mm-hmm.
private Discord chat, and letting them know that way because and the disconnect comes where CTV only sees Dan as another streamer, another guy online,
Mm-hmm.
where the rest of us have built a bond and a friendship and a true relationship with the man.
Do you know that
And
from?
I get it.
Do you
That's
know that CTV doesn't entertain any other kind of relationship with Colonel Dan?
well, his words to somebody else were about why I don't understand why you guys are so worried about this. He's just another guy online.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What?
He said, I don't know why, like worrying about how we want to handle it, why we want to wait a month to do everything.
Okay.
And I'll explain that too, because he doesn't explain that either. Why we wanted to wait a month to do everything. He said, I don't understand because he was just another guy online.
Okay.
It's part of my French as a minister, but no, the fuck he was not.
Okay. Okay.
No, he was not.
Okay.
Not in any way, shape, or form. And the reason we were waiting a month at the time, I just had a private chat with somebody, and I was going over some of the stuff that Dan had shared with me in the last few days I had with him
Mm-hmm.
in a conversation, and I still like, dude, that's why I was late coming here, dude. My eyes were freaking flowing with
You
water.
weren't late. Anyways, but
Well,
okay.
late.
But I'm sorry
I'm
to hear. I'm sorry
showing
to
up
hear.
on time is late.
I know. Okay. Well, don't worry about it. So I'm. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that was emotional for you. Please go on.
Yeah, and I'm not the only one. There's a few of us. Like we can't talk about our memories right now without. And who wants to watch a stream that it's supposed to be a memorial for a great man.
Mm-hmm.
If we do it right now, it's going to be a more of a we're a blubbering mess, and people are going to spend more time saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss," and this and that, rather than talking about the greatness of the man that we're trying to remember. And we have people from his personal life, Jason Jones, who is a Newsmax contributor, but best friends with Dan.
Okay.
And Derek Maltz, who is a Fox News contributor, but best friends with Dan. And I've had them on the show, and we know we can get even more insight to Colonel Dan's life by having them. And they're both willing to come on and do this memorial with us. But they all they're with Fox and Newsmax. They can't just be like, "Hey guys, I know you got this nationwide breaking story for me to cover, but these idiots online need me more importantly." You just and I'm not saying he shouldn't do what he's doing. Actually, the whole thing started because at least this part of it started because he came in at first. He said, "Well, it looks like you guys have everything handled. Let me know if you need anything."
Mm-hmm.
After we'd already said like it's probably going to be about a month out. Then he said, "Okay, well, looks like you guys have everything handled. Let me know if you need anything." So everybody's working behind the scenes. Then suddenly he just hops in and say, "Well, I'm setting a date. It's my responsibility. I'm setting a date." And the time and date he said, I said, you setting that time and date is just, it's gonna at least a couple people I know of are not gonna be able to make it."
Mm-hmm.
And he just went off from there, and it just went into an ugly spot from there
That's
because he
right.
wouldn't just.
That's right. I think from what I remember, his gripe was that this is emotional for him. Okay, and I feel like CTV's position on this is a bit egocentric. Okay, personally.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyways, but it seems like it was. He's looking at more as like a streaming as what he does. So he wants to make a production, and
Yeah.
if he has this idea that he has to gush about this about Colonel Dan with real emotion. All right, and he's holding it back. He's holding it back. Okay, and he can't hold it anymore. He just needs to do this out to get his, I guess, catharsis, right? And I feel like that what you're trying to do is like, okay, that's nice, but can we do like a real actual thing and organize people that would be special to Colonel Dan and put it together more long term to do him justice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you right now, and this is what has some people in the group a little bit upset is because they're CTV, and I get it. He streams at night, so he sleeps in the morning. He didn't catch a lot of Dan's streams.
Mm-hmm.
If he did, he would have understood that Dan's whole thing was, I'm teaching you guys something that I want you to carry on. And there was a lot to what Dan had to say and what Dan had to do that you're
Wow.
right. And he comes from a streamer's point of view, which I get it. That's what he does. That's how he makes his money. I get
Yeah.
it. And I'm not knocking that in any way, shape, or form. Good for him. I wish I could do that. But there are some things you have to stop and say, you know what? I'm a streamer, but Dan is more than a tagline and a title.
Hmm.
This is not time to be production. Hippy dippy do production.
Hmm.
Other stuff do production. But this is a highly respected man. This man spent 32 years in the military. You know what he says about that? He says, I spent 32 years of having you, the taxpayer, pay my salary. And I feel like I owed you this information. And I'm saying, like, dude, you spent 32 years covering our asses and protecting our freedoms. I'm pretty sure you don't owe us anything.
Mm.
But he wouldn't take it that way. And he's such a humble man. And we want everything to reflect the humbleness of the man and not the sorrow of the mourners. Because honestly, listen, I always say this, and I don't say it to be mean, but whenever we're mourning someone's death, that's just our selfishness. That person has gone on.
Right.
Dan was very much at peace. The only thing that Dan worried about at the end there was making sure his family's taken care of. Other than that, he was very at peace with where he was going with his
Right.
life that he had lived. He was,
My
and
wife
so
and I would talk about this, right? Like I said, like I don't care what you do with me when I'm dead. Throw me in a ditch and let the fucking worms
yeah,
eat
this is
me.
just a vessel,
Yeah,
man.
no, but
Yeah,
seriously, I'm gone. Fuck, right? She's like, no, but it's
yeah.
your body. It's for the people who you leave behind. They need to have their closure.
Yeah, and she's right, and I
Yeah.
understand that. That's why we have stones in a field with people's names on them and everything. But at the end of the day, when we're mourning, uh, we're really basically saying, "I miss that person. I'm gonna miss them. I'm not gonna be able to talk to them. I'm,"
Mm-hmm.
and that we don't want that for a stream.
Mm.
We don't want that. We don't want to how much I'm. And right now, honestly, that's what you're gonna get from us. Those of us who had Dan in our life for the last 15 months are brokenhearted and we're having a hard time seeing past our
Right.
own misery, our own sorrow. Even me as a minister who has presided over funerals,
I didn't catch a lot of
dude, it's
I didn't catch a lot of Dan's streams. I was in there one or two times, like for a few hours.
yeah,
I liked his streams because they were informative, interesting. I loved his insight, right? And
yeah.
it's just, I mean, I have to work too, so I can't listen to it all the time.
But
But
yeah,
no, no,
yeah.
but it was very interesting to me actually, and a few insights make a lot of sense that I've been using in I know as a way to see the world, right? Because I think they're very clever. I think his okay, here's the one thing. I think he's right about us having to. We should be nurturing our relationship with South America, right? We should be like
Oh yeah.
solidifying
Oh
that
yeah.
because I can see very easily, okay, them and China working together, okay, and then
Yeah.
having basically that kind of control, just like within shooting distance of your coast,
Hmm.
okay, makes for a different thing, like makes for a carrier group level advantage, you know. So
Yeah,
yeah,
and I'll tell you what, I've bought all three of his books. I've read them. So insightful.
that's
So
right.
so Dan, you can actually you can actually hear his voice as you're reading it.
Mm-hmm.
But having conversations with him and his towards the end of his career, his specialty was south of the border. That's where he was working with Jason Jones, because Jason Jones was Texas Department of Public Safety captain, but he was in charge of like the narcotics, intel, um, all stuff dealing with the cartels. And then Derek Maltz, the last 10 years of his career, were he spent as a head of special operations for the DEA. Now he's retired and he focuses on the fentanyl stuff coming across.
Mm-hmm.
So Dan really, yeah, when he talked about, he's listen, we screwed this up with South America. We screwed the pooch on
Yeah.
that, and we're so worried about Russia. We're so worried about China. What we need to be worried about, there's like how many millions of people that could just storm our border at any time if they were pissed off enough.
Yeah.
And he's right. And if it came down to it, and somebody was invading us, you want to be able to rely on your neighbors. And sure, I'm sure we can rely on Canada, but Mexico, El Salvador, they might look at us like, maybe
Maybe,
not, buddy.
yeah. Not that good friend.
Hey, Vato, remember what you took from us? Yeah.
Of course, you're all here for the Preacher Man. Hello, Jen. Hello, Millie. Hello, Woodsman
What's
Will.
up?
You're all first time, but of course you're here for Preacher. If he wasn't here, you would not be here listening to my hilarious jokes.
Monty is hilarious. I will say that.
Thank you.
No, and you know what? You've always been, we've been on panels
Yeah.
together. and you've always been respectful. We don't always agree on everything. That'd be
No, we don't
boring
have to. We
anyway.
don't have to.
No,
Yeah.
no. And I've always appreciated you. I've always been a respectful guy, and I do like your humor.
Oh, no, yeah, I enjoy talking to
I
people.
didn't know Canadians had humor until I met you.
No, that's it. I'm the prototypical Canadian. We're all funny. Hey,
We're
Millie.
about to get to be a.
That's right.
That was horrible. I can't do a
No,
Canadian
that's fine.
accent.
You can do a boot. Yeah, I give you, I give you permission to use the a boot slur.
Yeah, that's all it boiled. That's really all it boiled down to. But it became, and this is what actually got me upset
Okay.
about is it became such drama.
Yeah. Okay.
And when
It's being
EOD
made
was on the
a
stream that
spectacle.
day,
It's being made a
yeah,
spectacle of. Like this is
yeah,
not. We don't want to be having drama about Colonel Dan right now. I don't think
yeah.
that's what he would want.
Imagine like someone you love dearly, your grandfather or your father passing away, and all of a sudden in the town center, people are bitching and arguing about what they're going to do to remember him and how like
Hmm.
what what.
Okay.
Grandpa would not want this.
Okay.
Dan would not want this arguing.
Okay.
And I was upset that it went out into the public. I didn't even know I was being bashed
Hmm.
until someone had told me, "Hey, what happened between you two?" Like, I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Well, he did a stream talking about you. I'm like, "Wow." Then I find out there's like three VODs where he's like keeps going out and talking about not just the dance stuff, but the other stuff from the past. I'm just like, "What's this dude's issue, man?" Like,
Hmm.
hey, I get it. You're a streamer, hippy dippy champion, all that, but do you really have to make everything so freaking public? Seriously, like.
Okay.
Who am I that you need to even worry about me? I'm a little old fat dude sitting in the friggin' Pocono Mountains of Pennsylvania. Let it go. So what? I don't talk to you. Let it go.
Right.
I am not a, my fiance thinks I'm a catch, but that's because she's not on the proper medication yet. I'm trying to get her
Right.
married before she
Got to
is.
get that fixed. Got to get that fixed.
Yeah, yeah. Get her locked into this thing before she wakes up and say, "Oh my God, fatty, what am I doing with you?"
Yeah, preacher. Why is there a severed head on your cabinet?
Yeah. I was doing security, and
Oh shit!
actually we got called
Security
to.
gets rough sometimes.
Damn straight. This dude tried getting past me. No, we had to do the Buffalo Bills playoff game. And even though I'm in Northeast PA and it's a cold winter here, Buffalo is well, you're in Canada, so you know Buffalo's a whole new version of cold. So on
Okay.
the way there, I stopped and I got one of those things that pretty much covers your entire head and face. So, and it was wrapped around that thing. I was like, that's pretty cool. I was actually putting it in the car window, so it would be sitting next to me freaking people out. But I don't want to cause accidents, so I just throw it in here instead.
Do you get Canadian cold weather where you are?
I don't think we get Canadian cold here.
No.
No, I mean we'll get down to maybe like -10, -12.
Oh
We don't get
wow.
that thing where Eskimos are cold.
Okay, -12 is that like rare or is that like regular?
In the heat of yeah, in the heat in the middle of winter, yeah, that's kind of rare. But negatives aren't rare. But getting down to at least -12 is rare. But
Okay.
that's what I said.
A
We don't
winter
get the
day. What's the
Canadian
average
cold.
temperature on a winter day? What's your feeling?
Between like 0 and 20, like maybe low 20s.
Low 20. Oh, you're talking about Fahrenheit. Oh, I fucking hate this. I
Yes,
fucking
Fahrenheit.
hate this. Fucking Fahrenheit. This doesn't tell me anything.
Let me see. Hold on.
I need. No,
What
this
is
is.
20 degrees
I
Fahrenheit
need to
in
put.
Celsius?
I need to put a fucking temperature converter command in the chat. That's what I need to
So
do.
anywhere from hour 0 Fahrenheit to 6.6 degrees Celsius. That'd be like the high.
Okay.
6.6 degrees Celsius, maybe a little bit higher
Six
than that, but
point six
not
degrees Celsius. And what's the bottom?
hour zero,
Yeah.
whatever hour zero is. Hold on.
Okay. Okay. Right. And you're going -20. What's -20 in Celsius?
What's -20
Yeah.
Celsius
Yeah.
Fahrenheit?
What's
Or
-20 Fahrenheit in Celsius? They suspended CTV's stream. Are you fucking serious?
I
Okay. Well, you know what? We'll investigate it later. Anyways,
like while he was streaming, it got
who cares?
suspended.
Who cares? I'm sure
Oh yeah,
if his stream got suspended,
he
there's
was
nothing
doing a
I.
gun control stream, so
Okay. Okay. Yeah. There's nothing I can do about it.
No.
Yeah. So, shit, what were we talking about, dude?
We were talking about weather. We were talking
Oh yeah,
about the
the
Colonel
fucking weather.
Dan
That's
thing,
right.
the CTV thing.
Minus 20. Minus
No,
20.
I'd say -12 is probably about the worst we've
All
seen
right, hold on. I'm gonna
lately.
look this up.
So -12 degrees Fahrenheit to Celsius.
Minus 20.
So that'd be 24.4 degrees Celsius. Or -24, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
negative 24. Okay. Okay, that's
Yeah.
pretty fucking cold, actually.
Yeah, I mean we don't get it a whole lot, but that's where like your pipes are freezing no matter what you try to do.
Okay.
And
Okay, pipes freezing. All right. All right. Okay, I guess the homes not really equipped for that kind of weather?
no, most of the homes in this area definitely are.
All right.
Even the like the trailer mobile
Mm-hmm.
homes have tape wrapped around the pipes, and most people will put like hay bales underneath to insulate that.
Okay.
If you have a foundation that's usually pretty well insulated and stuff like that.
I feel bad for people like in Texas or something when they get that fucking cold snap,
Oh
right? And
yeah.
things go icy and none of the infrastructure is fucking built for it. Okay?
Yeah, that's just not supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, look, we didn't build this shit for this, you know? Like basically.
Like building a boat and telling it to fly.
like the kind of weather that fucking wrecks Texas here in Quebec is like the fuck, you know? But the things
Yeah,
are built for it. Anyways, because
that's true. Yeah.
yeah,
Texas is like, oh, we're cold. Canada's like, hold my beer.
yeah, no, but no, exactly. But I mean, like the houses are all insulated, like with the cold in mind, basically.
Yeah.
Like you don't have a fucking house in Quebec, okay? If it doesn't fucking withstand the cold.
Yeah, I would imagine not.
Anyways, so sorry to meander off onto a
That's all right.
topic. It's. Anyways, uh, I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind me asking about Colonel Dan. It seems very personal.
No,
I'm
no,
not trying to make a light of this. I just, I like
no, I
I
know you're
like
not.
talking to people.
I love and respect the man,
Mm,
and I told him, like, listen, I don't worship men, but I do give honor where honor is due, and to me, of all the men I've met in my life, he is probably the most honorable man I've ever met.
wow.
Followed closely by Jason and Derek, his buddies. All three of them had these careers where they could just retire and sit on the beach sipping Mai Tais or just hang out on their ranches, but they haven't. They've continued doing the work to get the messages out to the American people that our press and our government isn't, even left and right government. And that's what I really loved about Dan. He wasn't left, he wasn't right.
Mhm.
He gave you the straight down information. He let you do what you wanted to do with it.
Sure, he gave you his lens on the world, basically,
Yeah.
right?
And I loved when he talked about the people in Washington. He'd be like,
Yeah.
those Teletubbies in Washington need to sit down and shut the hell up.
Okay.
He
Teletubbies,
calls
huh?
them Teletubbies. I love it.
Makes sense. Makes sense. That's what
Yeah.
they're doing in the screen. La, da, da, ba, da, da.
Yep, pretty much.
Ah, oh, look, the sun. Ah. And they have their colors on. So what a spectacle.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But no,
Okay.
yeah, I don't
So,
mind talking about
all
him.
right. So, all right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you ask me, okay. I mean, whatever. Just let CTV have his stream, and you'll
Yeah.
you'll
And that's
participate
what we've
some other
all been
time.
saying.
Yeah.
Like, dude, do what you're gonna do.
He was
Like,
very angry
we're
about it.
not
He
telling
was
you.
very angry about it the other night.
Well, I can give you my take on that, but
Please, you know what? I don't know, man. It was weird to me to be this angry about something like this. Okay.
I believe he is a narcissistic control freak, and he
Wow.
felt in that private chat that he wasn't able to have the control, and none of us have control.
Mhm.
It is, I shouldn't say it is, because he's removed himself from both the private chats dealing with this. It is literally your dream combination of people who nobody needs to take the reins. We're all equal. Let's just share our views, our opinions, and talk this stuff out and get it. And there's a lot of a lot of stuff that's involved, and the group of people understand that, and we work together, and it's been going actually. Considering the amount of people involved and the amount of stuff involved, it's actually been going very, very smooth. And people are picking up saying, listen, I'll do this. Hey, I'll do. They know their strong suits. Each of us knows. I know I'm not a techie guy.
Hmm.
So when EOD's talking about uh, using the videos we all have of Colonel Dan and making a nice video presentation for this, I'm like, good on you because no, I can draw with crayons something better than I can do anything with that. And Grumple coming in. Grumple, listen, I've Dan made it very clear to me, both on stream and in private, that he wanted me to continue working with Jason Jones.
Okay.
I think Dan didn't expect the end to, even though he was at peace with it, he didn't expect the end to come so
What's
quick.
up, Grumple?
He told me 2 to 3 months max, and it ended up being about a month or about 2 weeks. I mean, I'm sorry. I think he had more he wanted to get out to us, and I think he wanted to work on getting me and Jason connected. But unfortunately, he passed before that could happen. So I'm like struggling because it's something I want to. Love Jason; he's a great guy too, and I've been like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to message him through his website, and here comes Grumple like, yeah, I got dude's phone number. I'm like, how? That's what I'm saying. Like, my strength is not finding stuff like that. Grump went out there, did it, boom, bang, boom, and it was done because we're all working together, and we're all working together so smoothly because we all have that common goal:
Hmm.
honor the man.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
And we don't need a leader in that. We don't. We work together, and I think that's what causes like because he's so used to being the leader of everything, taking control, and this is how it's going to be. It's going to be this way and this way.
Right. The
And a
the
couple of
alpha
us
the
like,
alpha wolf. Right.
right,
Right.
and a couple of us like, yeah, maybe not. Let's pump the brakes on that, and that kind of pissed him off. We took the reins away, basically,
Mm.
or he felt like reins were being taken away, but they were never really his to hold to begin with. If that makes any sense at all.
Of
And I'm
course.
not
I
trying to
mean,
down the guy. I'm really
of course
not. I
it
don't
makes
hate the
sense.
guy.
The only person holding the reins is God.
Well, yeah,
We've established
yeah,
this.
and we have. You're right, and you're right. But it just went down a path it did not need to go down.
Mm.
Uh, and then I know a lot of it has to do with him and I having the issues we have of the past, which just get over it, dude. Just get over it. Like I
Mm.
said, I'm nobody, man. Why stress me? I'm nobody.
Okay. What's the
Like
what's the
so
what,
I ghosted you.
what's the other issue you have with him?
The other issue, since he doesn't like to put it out there so clearly,
Sure.
would be our Republican nation fell.
Okay.
And one of the biggest issues with that, which almost screwed everybody who was on the Republican nation, namely myself and Spraticus,
Okay.
because we were like the two main guys outside of Jace. Uh,
Okay.
what's his name? Oh my God, my mind just went blank. Nacho was in there too,
Okay.
here, and he was actually starting to do more towards the end, but then started pulling back. So when that fell, it potentially had the chance to wreck us because everything we did through the Republican nation.
Okay.
Uh, so when it fell, although I've been telling everybody while I was doing my show, hey man, like I do horrible gaming if you want to see that,
Yeah. Yeah.
or
I
sometimes
get
I
it.
do this chat or that chat, come over and follow my Preacher570 channel. Unfortunately, they did.
Hmm.
So it fell and CTV, and this caused a little bit of issue back then, and maybe I should have, maybe it was a red flag back then that I just ignored. But he's like, uh, why don't you and Zach, I'm sorry, you and Sprouticus and come in my Discord, and I don't think it's right that somebody holds that kind of power over you, like he had with you being going through his stream and everything like that. I said, you know what? Besides, you can share the community. You
Yeah.
know most of the people in the community. I'm like, cool, that's great,
Hmm.
and it was working fine. Zach didn't want to. So he started the American Octagon with some other people, and that kind of sent CTV into a tizzy over,
Big
oh
sexy.
my gosh, and but that's a whole different story. I'll let them tell it. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
so it was going fine,
Hmm.
and we wanted to set a schedule. He wanted to set a schedule
Okay.
to the point I don't know if you were in this chat or not, but we were in the Discord, and he's trying to set a schedule. And again, I don't care who's right, who's wrong. I don't know who's right, who's wrong, but Brant for Liberty was in there, and the bottom fell out of this son of a bitch really quick because Brandt's like, well, no, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. CTV's like, listen, we're trying to set a schedule with the streamers that we have here so that we can keep everything flowing. If you don't want to be a part of it, don't be a part of it. They had a big blowout, whatever. I'm like, this is cool. One part of the schedule that we couldn't get filled was the 7 p.m. to the 9 p.m. slot just before CTV show.
Okay.
I had some stuff going on in my personal life where I was streaming earlier in the day. I was like, listen, I went to him. I said,
Okay,
listen,
that's right. That's right. That's right. Okay, so hold on. I know what you're talking about. Okay, you and a bunch of streamers, kind of the group you like, agreed to
yeah,
like stream on a schedule as if you were some kind of like television network,
yeah, pretty
somewhat.
much. That's what he wanted to
Yeah,
build.
exactly. Okay, and everyone's like, okay, yeah, let's do this, right? And then you agree to a schedule. Okay, she wanted to do, and then CTV just goes and broadcasts whenever the fuck he wants, anyways, right?
Well, it wasn't even immediately. What it was it was going good, but I had to make a switch in my schedule, and I said, you know what? Nobody has wanted that 7 to 9 slot,
Okay.
so maybe I'll take that. So I told him, I was like, listen, nobody wants to fill that slot. I need to make a change. I'll start doing 7 to 9, and then I'll just raid into you. He's good idea, great idea, no problem. Let's do that. So I just made the announcement. I make the switch, and it kind of gave me a little bit of a hit because people weren't used to seeing me at that hour, but started picking back up again. Everything was going fine. And a couple of other streamers from the crew had started streaming at the same time as me for some reason, which I didn't understand. Like nobody wanted to do this before. Now all of a sudden I'm doing it, and you're trying to stream. But I did. I just told him in a private chat, and maybe I should have done this in a text chat instead of voice, so you couldn't deny it. But
No, no, you don't have to. You don't have to say like, oh, maybe I should have. Don't worry about it.
no, no.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm saying yeah. Anyway, I said to him, I said, I'm frustrated, dude. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
nobody ever wanted to do this. Now all of a sudden, these two are doing coming over top of me. It wasn't hurt me that much. There was only a couple people that would like disappear to go through that, and finally, he's like, "Yeah, no, I know. I don't know what's going on with them. I noticed lately with this." And he said he thinks it's wrong what they're doing. Blah blah blah. Do you want me to say something to him? No, no, don't worry about saying anything to him. I just wanted to let you know I was frustrated. He said, "Yeah, I understand."
Okay.
Literally a week later, he starts a half hour earlier streaming over top of me, and then an hour over streaming over top of me. Then started to stream within a few days, streaming literally before I even come on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what the frig? Are you serious? I just told you like how bad it was when they were doing it, and they weren't really even taking people away. And I would always know because I would be streaming, and I would look up, and my chat, which was busy as hell, all of a sudden isn't moving at all. And I look down, I see I went from like 25 people in chat down to 7. I look over, and there it is. CT, correct, critically thinking veteran has gone live.
Okay.
I'm like, what the hell? And I was like, you know what? I've already told him that frustrates me. So this is just straight up ignorance and not even being considerate of the other people, especially when you're the one who said we need to set a schedule. So
Mm-hmm.
at that point, I'm like, there's no sense arguing with the dude. I'm just gonna start backing away. And I started
Right.
using my own Discord, and MPU needed a spot to do, and he was using my spot in CTV's thing, and I don't care. If he can use it, use it. So, but it was no big deal. It's not like, oh my gosh, my best friend just left me for dead. It was just another guy on the internet, is what I probably am to him. And I went and did my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Like it was nothing big. I was still coming into his stream, but then I took a break because I was doing the security when I was doing the playoffs and stuff like that. I took a bit of a break. I had a lot of security work lined up.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was coming back, I was talking to Colonel Dan, and Colonel Dan said, it would be great. It would be great if I could raid into you if you come back into the
Okay.
original
Okay.
stream scheme.
Right.
And I said, sure, no problem. And I would be streaming like 1 till 3.
Okay.
And as soon as I come back and Dan's raiding into me, dude starts streaming over top of me again.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm talking to him, and he's setting up a schedule and telling people, yeah, we'll be live. I'm like, dude, really? Are you serious?
Hmm.
And at that point, I was like, you know what? He's just an ignorant guy who doesn't even think about the people around him. He does what he wants to do, and everybody needs to fall in line with that, or else you're not a part of the wolf pack, which to me is kind of high schoolish, but whatever.
Okay.
Uh,
I mean,
and
I
and
mean,
it's
no
not
one's under any obligation. I mean, what's the real obligation, honestly, to to streaming, on a schedule?
right.
They're gonna share audiences. I mean, most people, in my opinion, have two browsers on. Okay, you're in a tab, basically.
Well, no, and yeah, I wish it was that, but it wasn't.
It's not, huh?
Like
All right.
it was just people disappearing. They didn't for some. I don't know if you're mobile, you can't do that.
That's
And I think a
true.
lot of people are mobile, and
That's
it would just
true.
disappear. And it even isn't even so much that it's like I try to tell my when I'm doing my show, I don't like to raid into big people like Mark Hayes. I do raid there, but I don't like to because, they get so big, they can't really pay attention to their chat. To me, Twitch is about the chat, being able
That's
to
right.
communicate with your chat
Chat,
because to me,
chat. Hold on, just
it's,
1 second. 1 second. Chat. I know you're aching for me to cover. I don't know, some kind of fucking CTV drama that's going on, and we probably will. But we're gonna get through this point first. All right. So
yeah.
so patience. Okay. We'll laugh at
Listen, we're
what.
talking about CTV.
Hey,
Don't
we're
let him steal the
giving him
show again, all
fucking.
right, people?
Oh, we're giving him fucking coverage, guy. Okay, the CTV
Yeah.
drama. This is what he
We'll get
wants.
to your coverage too
Yeah,
shortly. Hold
yeah,
on.
yeah, exactly. So so hold your horses. Listen to this interesting conversation. Get all your
But I will say
CTV.
he's definitely not a homophobe. But
No, no,
anyway,
no. Yeah, we'll analyze all this. Okay,
yeah,
from
yeah, we will.
someone who's going to be very fucking objective. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
But
We'll have a few laughs. Okay,
I
go on.
tell my chat all the time, like they're the reason I'm doing this because I don't go out to bars, I don't
Yeah.
do all that. This is my time to socialize,
Yeah.
and that's why I was actually aggravated because, like, dude, all the socialization is gone. You took all that,
Right.
all for your own, and it was just doing stupid streams like, come watch me do work on my house, and maybe I'll come turn around and look at
Yeah.
chat. It's
Yeah, but I
that me
mean,
me me shit, and
but that's up. You know what? Anyways, whatever. I get for the part where you guys agree to a schedule, okay, and then he just like disobeys kind of the schedule, okay, without really consulting people and how they felt about it and stuff.
yeah,
Being the one who like, hey, let's get in the schedule, right? And so that I can kind of not squaring it with people if he's going to make it an organization. But as far as like the principle of streaming at the same times as
yeah.
people, okay, I think that's perfectly fine. All right. I think it builds synergies. Like it's nice. You have some people you brought into this chat right now. Thank you. Thank you, Preachers fans. It's nice to see you in my chat. Right. Welcome to Monty's joint. All right. But so thank you for
Oh
that.
yeah, I'd hope they're following you.
That's right. You're giving me
I would hope so.
views. You're
I'd
giving
hope
me
they're following you,
views,
man. Monty
Preacher.
does a good show.
That's right. It's fantastic.
If you ever want, like, you know what? Monty is just like a nice, laid back, chilled out conversation type stream. I've watched so many of yours, and when you're doing stuff like this,
That's
and
right.
I
Sing my praises,
appreciate it.
Preacher. Thank you.
And you get to know other streamers because Monty brings in people that are left, right, center. Some might not even be human. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. The jury's still out. No, I'm joking.
Oh
But
wow. Have I
and
talked
you
to
get
any non-humans?
you might I don't know. A couple of them when I saw their tongue shoot up and hit their eyeball, they was like, that might be a lizard
We
person. I
do
don't
have
know.
some crazy characters. Go check out my YouTube channel. Okay. Most of the Monty's joints, I've put them up on YouTube for archive. There are some interesting ones in there. Anyways.
But yeah, I mean that's all it boils down to. I was like, dude, you fought hard to set a schedule, and then you just dumped on the schedule. And you're right, people can stream at the same time, but when you're part of a group who's supposed to have
Yeah.
the whole thing was to create a flow,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're the one that wanted that flow, you set the schedule for that
Yeah.
flow, and then you go and say, never mind, we're gonna put a little eddy in that flow and come back and circle around the top of it.
Well,
Like, what the
I
hell,
think it's
man?
more like the principle of like, okay, we collectively had an agreement, okay,
Yeah.
and then you didn't
Yeah, the way I said it was there was
you didn't follow
an
the
internet
rule we were
handshake.
using with each other. Okay.
Yeah, we made an internet handshake
Yeah,
on this,
yeah.
and
Okay.
evidently you went back on your word.
Okay, and
But honestly, I was really just prepared to not argue with him, not fight with him, not get into drama. Just
yeah, why?
listen. I'm the type of person like I'll just step away, man.
Yeah.
If I feel like you're being disrespectful, I'm not gonna come at you with words. I'm not gonna stream about you. I'm gonna step
If your
away.
people are
That's all. And
threatened,
like I said,
you
who
are
am
most
I? I'm
likely to
nobody.
become
Why
the
are you worried
leader
about
of
me
an
stepping
extremist
away?
action or group.
But for some reason he
You are the
was,
worst
and
kind
it's like
of
I
extremist
didn't know
leader.
we were dating,
You
and I
are
was like
an alpha.
indebted to him, and like
Do not
I
fuck
had to
with this
hold his
man's
hand or something. I
people.
don't know. He
Okay?
got so pissy about me stepping away. Like, dude, you've got like thousands of people following you, hundreds of people come into your show every day. Why are you worried about some fat dude sitting in the Pocono Mountains? Like, no need to.
Okay.
No need to.
Okay.
And I just wanted to step away quietly, and I wasn't going to say anything. But then I find out, like, this dude just did 3 streams slamming me. Like, what the hell? Like, evidently
Three
I'm pretty
streams.
cool.
Okay. Did
Yeah,
you
there were
see?
3 streams
Did you
in a
see
row.
my contribution, Preacher? Let's talk about the real
I
star
did.
of the show.
I
Okay.
did, and you
Okay.
know what you did? You shot actually, and I appreciate EOD because EOD didn't want that going public, and I said, you know what? Oh, A, you never should have taken it public, and B, you should have taken it public when you had a panel of people on there that weren't even connected to the situation. Why would you do that? And I appreciate what you said, like, oh, well, we'll talk. And I saw you playing devil's advocate and stuff like that, and that's awesome, and I appreciate that, and you weren't condemning or condoning anything.
No, no, I don't know anything. I can't condemn or condone anything.
Right,
Yeah.
and you took that stance. And there was another guy in your in the panel with you. All I could see was his eyeball on the camera that was condemning me because CTV was his god or something. I don't know, but
Oh, really?
it was weird.
Was there a CTV stand there? I don't remember.
There was a stand there. All you could see was his eyeball. So I guess a CTV eyeball stand.
A CTV eyeball stand. Oh, I have to go. I
Yeah,
have to
his
go get the
camera was pretty
recording for
much
that.
just this.
I'm gonna get the
Yeah.
recording for that and highlight it. No, I was streaming it. I don't have to. It was my last one. All right.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Go see
Yeah.
eyeball guy. Find out who he is.
Yeah, and that's all it really boiled down to was, listen, I feel you were ignorant and you disrespected me, but I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. I'm just going to step away quietly. And that's what I want to do. I just want to step away quietly. I can't stand using the word wolf pack, but I love the people of the wolf pack. The people of that community. They're great people, and a lot of them are in my show, in my uh, chat, and they're great people, and I don't want to create a rift because he and I don't see eye to eye. There should be no reason to have a rift between the people, and I knew that if you go public about this, you're gonna create a rift in a community that's not necessary. You know what? They can come watch me all they want. They can come watch you all they want. Let's just be happy. Stream, do your stream. I do my stream. And that's all I ever said to him was like, I'm just gonna go my way, dude. That's all. There's nothing personal about it. We did discuss this. He says we did it. We did have this discussion, but the discussion ended with being like, listen, preacher, you just don't understand.
Mhm.
This is your fault, your problem, your attitude. You don't understand. I was like, dude, that's classic narcissist. Like, you just will not admit to having done anything wrong, and you're gonna turn it around on me. And I just don't need to deal with that. I'm 49 years old. Listen, I've had a narcissistic stepfather that beat my ass growing up. I was married to a narcissistic woman. I'm done dealing with narcissists, and I just wanted to step away quietly. But he wanted to rattle the cans,
Okay.
and I wasn't going to do anything. But once you do three VOD or three streams bashing me, I've got to say something. And really, I was just more pissed because of the way he was standing on Colonel Dan's grave and making it into a drama stream. But then the rest of it ended up flowing out of that. Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
that's it. At the same time, I'm quitting smoking, getting ready for surgery, finding out I have Lyme's disease, and battling other stuff. And CTV
All right.
just is not priority in my life.
Well, speaking of
Wow.
making CTV not a priority in your life, do you want to look at what fucking shenanigans he's getting
Well,
into
yeah,
and
I would
laugh
like to
about
see
it?
that
Let's laugh
because
about
I
it.
know he was.
Let's poke some fun at our old friend.
Well, listen, I don't want to see him getting canceled. That's crazy.
No, 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 no.
I know they're
I'm
having a
sure.
gun control
I
panel.
hope it's recoverable.
Yeah. Well, they said they just suspended it, and
All right. What is it?
I
What is
see.
this tweet, JJ? For now, hold on. Yeah, let me share screen with you, preacher. You can get the deluxe treatment. All right. Yeah, let's do this. Share screen. This. There we go. All right. Yay! What the fuck is this? Wolfpack is doing an LGBTQIA pride stream. Come by and jump in the Wolfpack if you would like to show your pride.
How's that?
Okay.
How's that homophobic?
I don't know. Hold on. Let's see.
He's
And he put a
supporting Pride
fucking
Week.
thing. Okay. Come show your pride. Great. What is this picture? It's the pride flag oriented in the way the message wants to spread. Northeast. Oh my God. No, wait. Hold on. Is this his thing? Oh yeah, he's putting the pride flag. Okay, but look, it's
North, south, east,
Oh
west.
wait, you can't even see this. Fuck, my stream can't even. My own fucking stream can't even see this. All right, hold on. I'm so sorry about this.
No, you can take it out of here, and I'll just watch it on your stream
No, 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 no. I want your commentary. Hold on.
in real time.
Yeah, sorry. I'm a little fucking blazed right now.
No, Jen, it's not anything that is TOS.
Is it?
That's why I don't
No, it's a
understand why-
fucking picture on the internet. Come on.
I don't understand why someone would call him what is it? Transphobe, homophobe, something, some kind of phobe.
Kind of phobe. Oh, why does it share the screen? That's such a pain in the ass.
I mean, he's literally a conservative in support of Pride Week. How much more not phobic can you be?
Okay. This is the Monty's a fucking terrible producer panel. Ugh. Okay, it's this. It's this. It has to be. There we go. There we go. No, not us.
You use a Streamlabs or something?
Yeah, it's just everything. Look, it's a fucking garage computer. I don't fucking fine tune this motherfucker so it works.
There you
go. I gotta move Discord. Fuck. Lock it. Lock. Just don't move this one. Fuck. How do I fucking select this shit? There. Thank you. Gosh.
Yeah, Grump, I think it's because he's in another window.
Yeah, look, sorry. Okay, I'm not an expert at this. I am, but my setup is crap. There we go. That's what I want to see. That's exactly what I want to see. Give me my fucking motherfucking Chrome. Get it. Ah, fuck. There it is. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. Fuck. Thank God. Thank God this fucking worked finally. Holy shit. There. Okay. CTV put up this fucking shit here. You see in the corner.
I mean,
Wolfpack is doing LGBTQIA Pride stream. Come by and jump into Wolfpack chat. Let's see. 0.
What is there to defend on this?
Because look, it's the swastika. It's a swastika.
Oh, because it does look like okay.
It's a swastika. Okay, he's like, okay, the pride flags.
Yeah, maybe you could have made it a little bit better.
No. This is a beam going around right now, right? But yeah. But that's it. But look how it makes the outline of a swastika.
You think maybe he didn't realize that?
Of course he realized that. Come on. What is the picture? It's the pride flag oriented in the way the message wants to spread. Okay. Don't we want acceptance to spread across the globe? Oh my God. All right. There you go. Okay. Yeah. And then Nazi flag. There we go. So what do you say? JJ, it's equating LGBT people to Nazis in Pride Month when they were one of the first people to get genocided. There you go.
You really think they were one of the first people to get what?
Well, I mean, it's just like it's kind of in bad taste to mock it.
But and again, we all know my stance on CTV, so
yeah, exactly.
You really think he really knew what he was posting when he posted that?
I don't know. Okay.
Let's think about it.
But what's going on? Why is the stream down? Okay, yeah, go. Give me your take. Yeah.
Of all the conservatives on Twitch, do I believe he's a conservative main boss? Absolutely not.
Okay.
However, of all the conservatives, if you look at it, yes, when you realize what it is, yes, I do believe it is hateful. I don't think he posted it in a hateful manner. I think sometimes he's quick to act on stuff and not think about it. That's probably the situation. Whereas, because if you think about it, of all the conservatives on Twitch, he has probably hosted the most transgenders, the most people of different sexual identities other than cisgendered males.
Mm-hmm.
He's always on panels, and even though he yells and screams at people who are transgender, he doesn't yell and scream at them because they're transgender. He also yells and screams at straight people. So he treats transgenders the same way he does straight, the same way he does gay, the same way he does black, white. I would say there's a lot of things you can say about CTV. Transphobe, homophobe, racist, no.
Okay.
No. I don't agree with that.
So CTV is saying here on fucking Twitter, I cannot believe that Twitch thinks the LGBTQIA pride flag is a hate symbol. Is that why they nerfed his stream? Okay.
Did he show that on his Twitch stream, and that's why it got taken down?
And then he's just fucking tagging every fucking drama whore in the business.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that
there
is.
you go. All right, there we go. I think. Okay, okay, there we go. It's potentially sensitive content.
Now,
There we go. Oh, okay. Using hateful slurs, hate symbols, or hate group emblems without context or in a harmful manner. He put the wrong
now
symbol on. Oh shit. Oh fucking dude. Maybe I just fucking nerfed myself. Nobody cares about the stream.
I don't know because you're commentating it though. You're not.
Yeah, but no.
We're trying to figure it out.
Also, nobody cares about the stream. Nobody hates me enough to fucking report me. Right. So, all right. There you go.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
You might
So
want
he
to drop
made.
this VOD.
Yeah, yeah. So no. Yeah, yeah. Catch it on YouTube. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Enough CTV drama. Okay. So we got to the bottom of this shit. There we go. All right, let's take this fucking there.
If it's still up, okay, if it's true and he did what I think and was just wasn't didn't know what it was and wasn't thinking about it, but it's still up, then yeah, that's wrong. If once you figure it out, like if I would have posted that and not realizing what it was, and like, look at me, I'm woke, guys, I'm woke, and then other people like, no, did you see what that is? I'm like, oh shit, I would take it down quick, fast, in a hurry.
No. I think
So
I
what
think they
so they
realize.
needed,
Yeah, I think they realize it's an overt kind of thing, saying like, "Hey, trans people, you're Nazis," right? And it's kind of
yeah,
the symbolism in that.
and again, Miss Melly and I had a conversation about this because, I mean, I have my position on transgenderism.
Mm.
But I have love and respect for the people, and I cannot stand people. You don't have to agree with transgenderism, but damn, at least treat them like humans. Don't be threatening them. Don't be disrespecting them. Don't be calling them like freaking Nazis and stuff like that. If you disagree, that's no way to get your disagreement across because you know what? You just cut off conversation when you do that. I say the same thing about the left when the left says someone on the right's a Nazi. Well, you just ended the conversation. Nobody's gonna want to just talk with you when you call them a Nazi.
Mm.
Unless it's a Nazi. Then of course they're a
Okay,
Nazi.
so especially during Pride Month, it's an incredibly bad taste, says
Yeah.
critics of CTV. Okay, well, there you go. More memes. Anyways,
Well,
you know what? I look forward to this Colonel Dan memorial. Feel free to use any part of this conversation. Okay,
we
if you ever want to
are
cut clips or something, but yeah.
we are sitting on a date of June 26th at, let me say this right for Grumple, June 26th at 4 o'clock Texas Standard Time,
Okay.
which would be 5 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
we plan on having a core group in there, doing a good presentation. Like I said, EOD, as far as I know, is working on a nice video presentation. We're hoping to have uh, Jason Jones and Derek Maltz come in to give us even more about Colonel Dan than what we knew in the last 15 months of knowing him. As I said, man, like I bawl my eyes out just reading the freaking messages still that I read today. And that's how much he's affected me in 15 months. I can't imagine what people like his family and friends who've known him a lifetime are feeling right now.
Wow.
I always feel like the amount of mourning and sorrow that is felt is equal to the love that was created. And this man created love and respect everywhere he went, it seems like. I never got to, and I'm really upset. There was a point where we were going to go down and meet him, and things happened. It never panned out, and I really regret it right now.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Uh, but it
Those
is
are
what it is.
it's difficult when people you felt like you could learn a lot more from just pass, and you're like,
Yeah.
darn it, you know.
But I will say that he has blessed me with the gift of being able to put me in contact with Jason and Derek. Well,
Okay.
actually, Grumple's a big part of that because I would
Mm.
have probably at least been paused on that contact. And Dan wanted me to continue working with them. It's something I wanted anyway because I've always been like that's been my niche, is the Mexico the cartels and everything going on in South America. So I've been in contact with Derek. Derek's like, yeah, great, let's work together. I'll come back on your show again. And Grumple's gave me the contact information for Jason so I can reignite that there. And I'll never be a Colonel Dan. I know if I can be a half the man Colonel Dan was, then you know what? I'm doing something special because
Well,
I don't know, they just don't grow them like that anymore. They just don't grow them like that anymore.
sincere words.
But
I think that's it for me tonight.
All right, man.
This was very nice. I enjoyed
Yeah, I
chatting with
appreciate it,
you.
man. I
All
appreciate
right.
it. It was a nice time.
Thank you.
All
Oh,
right,
and
bro.
thanks for bringing your people here. Your people met my people. JJ for now. JJ for now. Melissa. I'm. Anyways, Jen and KY, nice to see you. Grumple, nice to see you. First timers. I know you've seen me elsewhere, and
Oh,
yeah,
they had to have seen you.
yeah.
Maybe most of them have
Oh,
been to
oh,
CTV
oh. Big
stream.
sexy, nice to see you.
Big
Binks,
sexy.
Binks,
Yeah,
Binks.
Binks, if you're still in here, dude, I'd like to chit chat with you because I've told you I'm going to be starting. I have another channel actually that I have it set up. I haven't done anything with it yet, but we're going to be doing paranormal stuff on there. And I was told Binks is the guy on Twitch to talk about,
Paranormal
talk to
stuff.
about that.
That's right.
Yeah, we're actually going to be
Yeah.
trying to do a ghost box session tonight after I get off here,
All right.
but that'll be later on.
All right, bud. I'm
All
gonna
right,
let you
man. You
go.
have a good night. Thanks for having me on, buddy.
Absolutely. Have a great one.